Hi, Vieira with the Stock Market Live.tv. Today we are going to discuss a wonderful opportunity for investors in the markets, a company where I have a strong sell rating, and I consider it similar to the case of SolarCity. SolarCity, how to invest in SolarCity is extraordinarily simple. You visit website stockmarketlive.tv, and instead of losing billions of dollars as these idiots in the US, namely the CEO of the company, you should have sold SolarCity when I told you to sell the stock above $58, downgrading to strong sell, and saying that SolarCity was going to crash, and shares they crashed. And if you have questions, you can see it here live on the tape, since the tape always tells the truth. $18.80. And there was no analyst in Wall Street with a strong sell rating in shares of SolarCity. So today I'm going to discuss our opportunity where I have a strong sell rating. The company reported earnings, the company that I'm going to refer to. Last year I announced downgrading to strong sell this company. Shares they have been selling off since then, but in my opinion they have not crashed yet, so I have not found any reason whatsoever to close short positions or to buy the stock. Nevertheless, Wall Street keeps raising targets. That is usual, normal, standard. You have the example of Credit Suisse raising targets in Tesla Motors ahead of a stock crash, or recently in refining stocks, which I addressed in due time, selling ahead of earnings and they collapsed. And therefore, I believe that there are tremendous opportunities for savvy investors, those interested on the short side and on the long side. And today we are going to discuss one more company which eventually might follow the same path as SolarCity. Therefore, an investment plan, a trading idea, and I already addressed, bear in mind, this opportunity on live streaming sessions. Last year at least, almost every single session. Daily, all right? So I don't have to refer to day trading or short-term trading, that does not exist here. And during this presentation, I'm going to refer to some guidelines, all right, and showing you the chart, what to look for. And one of the things that people they often get confused is with regards to the major direction of investment. That is to say, there are plenty of people out there day trading stocks, scalping stocks. This is typical among the Americans. They believe they can get rich by scalping stocks, or high frequency trading, you know, those scam tactics, does not lead anywhere. And they even believe that by having the server near NASDAQ that they have some kind of advantage. It's unbelievable, but they believe in that. Anyway, this opportunity I'm going to tell you here, but before I start, I have to refer to the fact that often, as I was saying, investors they get confused with the major direction of investment, probably because they see bounces occurring, but bounces they do not necessarily correspond to trend reversal or a bottom. All right, the bottom and the tops they are very complicated, and that is our work. It is not your work, since no one else can do it except ourselves. And the proof lies on the thousands of case studies during the past 25 years that you have on the website. I repeat, no one else can do it, otherwise they have to prove it. Live, recorded, as we do here. And if someone starts showing that, well, at least we have one competitor, but so far no competitors, and I don't believe, quite frankly, that I'm going to see any during my entire career. So the opportunity here is in this company that I'm going to address, and I'm going to start an investment plan. And bear in mind, I already downgraded this to strong sell. I reiterated the strong sell. I even informed investors when to take profits on the short side, when to re-enter the short side, and therefore I informed them with regards to bonuses, okay, and the important bonuses that they occurred, giving them a new opportunity to re-enter, and therefore to be patient. Then it is up to the investor to decide whether to maintain always a short position or even to add to the short side or to quadruple the size of the short position. That is precisely what I did. As I announced, in fact, there is an article on the website quadrupling the size of short positions, and that was across a vast number of stocks in the US, bubble stocks. And we are going to start, all right? So, which company I'm referring to? Well, I'm going to put it here, the ticker. But before I start, once again, these companies that they report earnings, these earnings, and people normally they listen to conference calls. One of the reasons I never listen to a conference call is that there is no value listening to a conference call. Most companies, they mislead, they deceive investors. Earnings, they don't correspond to the truth. I'm not sure if you are aware of this, but that is the reality. It is in fact part of a study based on facts that they deceive investors. Just remember the case of Vieira, and in most cases they are not known, all right? So that one of the reasons why share prices, they collapse, they crash, and there are plenty of cases, the Twitters, the Yelps, and so on. Those companies, they didn't have any earnings whatsoever. They had negative earnings, okay? So the market is a wonderful mechanism, and it is not as many they claim to be manipulated. The market in the end finds its own equilibrium point, and the more you try to manipulate a stock or a market, as for example the case with the central banks, these policies, the higher the price in the end that you have to pay for it, okay? So one of the reasons all these crashes they occur is precisely, you know, Mrs. Yellen, she has been helping us to achieve the best profits ever in our careers. So this company that reported already several times, the most recent report, they said that they beat earnings, and Wall Street kept raising targets. They didn't beat earnings whatsoever. The earnings, they were very bad. One of your questions is, how do you know it? Well, how do you know it? Is that that is you don't have to know, but I'm already helping you by saying that the very first thing that you should not ever do is to believe in all these scam websites in US where you have paid marketing and these companies saying that they beat earnings and they did this and that and the future is bright and so on. I'm not referring to all of them, obviously there are investment opportunities on the long side, but today I'm going to address one on the short side, and that is clear, okay, regardless of bonuses. So I'm going to start finally, and the company I'm referring to, the ticker, if I didn't forget, is